Perfect. For me, in 2023 will be open banking and request to pay one of the payment trends in the future. We are just a little bit under pressure by the bankings because of they have to set up, they have to do something to bring this more in the mind of the customer so they can use it. But in the end of the day, it could be one way for future payment trends if we're talking about open banking and request to pay in a direct communication to the customer. It's also from the fee side. It's good for a merchant because of the fees are very low compared to credit card and PayPal. But from my point of view as a charging company or in front of a charging company in payments, there we have to find out if it's the best payment for us to offer this to the customer, or is it just the payment we have to offer. You need to come out in the customer area that the customer can use this, but it could be a potential trend for next year.
So the biggest merchant payments trends for the next year, I think, are first of all strategic partnerships, since we have seen that merchants, actors have signed very interesting partnerships in the context of the open paradigm, very well represented by PSD2, for instance. Second major trend, I think, will be the growing importance of merchant actors in the definition of a strategy of payments in the different European countries. We have seen, for instance, in France, that merchant actors have played a strong role in the SCA migration in the context of PSD2. So I think that the growing importance of merchant actors in the definition of a strategy of payments in Europe will be a strong trend for the next years. And last but not least, I think the growing importance of emerging technologies in the strategy of merchant actors. We have seen since COVID-19 a new step in the field of digitalization of payments. So I think that this trend will evolve thanks to new innovations and new technologies. So it will be interesting to see how will be the choices of this kind of actors for the definition of new payments users in the next years.
Thanks. The biggest merchant payment trend I see in 2023 is the continued growth in account-to-account payments. Obviously, in part driven by open banking. We have already started to see incredible growth in countries like the Nordics and the UK. But even in the UK, for instance, we still have huge drop-offs when it comes to high-value payments on account-to-account payments. I think that regulators are going to start looking at this. They're going to look to see how they can continue to drive and support account-to-account payments as much as almost a third scheme as anything else. We've obviously got SPA in Europe coming out. We could see a type of interchange being created around that type of structure. So the growth in account-to-account payments is going to be huge, or continue to grow. And it's certainly, from retailers I sit with, a lot of them are asking the question is, should we be involved? When should we get involved? How should we get involved? When they should implement it. And of course, will this actually move out to the physical POS environment in 2023? I don't think so particularly strongly. I think it is more likely to stay online. But I do believe overall account-to-account payments are going to be the growth area of payments in 2023 again.